Welcome to another edition of Girlfriends in Football. It's Wednesday, so come hang with your favorite girls. We got Beth and Laura in the house, and we are all set to review Week 13 and jump right into Week 14. So thanks for joining us tonight. Go ahead and hit the subscribe, like, notifications, hit all the things while you're at it. But let's welcome the ladies. How's it going?
Oh, good.
We are in December. Let's make it happen.
My life does not have drama, at least at the moment, so I'm copacetic.
I shall live vicariously through you then.
We all want to be Laura this week.
Literally no one's ever said that.
We're saying it tonight because right before this, you guys did not hear about Beth's drama that's happening. Let's just leave it with, she said, if there's a loud boom, don't panic. And I'm like, I think I'm going to do the opposite. That sounds kind of dangerous.
It's fine. Everything's fine. It always is.
She says that there's like really a dumpster fire in the background.
Right.
No, we want no fire in our house right now.
None.
No flames, no matches.
Well, right before the pod came on, I actually had my fire alarms were going off, but that's just because my son had a very steamy bathroom, and I guess the steam triggered. I don't know. It's weird. So
I appreciate how Laura just sits there and looks at Desi and I and be like, "What the fuck is going on in your world?" It's just a constant, like, I don't know how the two of you make it back every week.
I don't know. I don't know that I do know.
I'm glad it's that and not like, how am I friends with these two?
I am along for the ride, man.
Well, not only is it our lives that are wild and crazy, so is the NFL. Week 13 was, let's just say, from a trying to figure out which teams were going to win. I epic fail. I think I picked almost every team, ended up being the loser. So instead of the winner. So I was on the opposite side of that. But let's start with Thanksgiving. Ladies, Thanksgiving football. How was Thanksgiving? How was the games? Did you watch? Did you not watch? Did you fall asleep? Tryptophan set in? What's happening?
Well, as has been my Thanksgiving Day tradition since I was a baby, I watched the Detroit Lions, and this was not the Thanksgiving Day game we wanted. We played the Packers. They already beat us once this season, so we were ready. The fans were ready, but once the Lions were on the field, it was clear they might not be ready. So it was a comedy of errors. It just was not. It was not great, and it started out with we were, not that it would have happened this game, right? But we were so excited that our retired center was going to come back and he was going to save our season, right? So we're still on that high on Thanksgiving, right? We are excited about this. The little baby rookie center that was playing, like the very first play, he stepped on Goff and tripped him. Luckily, the Lions actually have a play for that. And they managed to put something kind of like the stumble bum in action, but it didn't quite work. And then later, same guy fell on Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he now has an ankle injury. So that's how our game went. And then, lo and behold, right after the game, we learned that Frank Ragnow is not coming back. So it's been not even a roller coaster. It started out down here and it just stayed down here all week. So yeah, not what we wanted.
Yeah, I think it's a hamstring. That's the reason why he's not coming back, right?
Yes. Grade 3 hamstring. So he had retired and he had self-disclosed that he's like, oh, I've got a little tweak in my hamstring. And then when they did the physical to have him come back, they're like, oh no, that's not a tweak. And yeah, how do you not realize that it's a grade 3 hamstring injury? Like, how do you not notice?
XY chromosome, that's why.
Yeah. It really comes down to is like, I'm sure it's fine. It's going to go away quick. I'm sorry. I should say you should talk to Buffalo about hiring old players back, because I feel like that's all we do is we just bring everybody back out of retirement. Like,
Yeah, that's why I don't like when my team plays on holidays. Like Christmas was a bummer. Like 2 years ago, it was the Ravens Niners game on Christmas Day, and that L hurt extra hard that year. It was woo. And then we lost to them during a Thanksgiving game too, a couple years before that. So I definitely do not like when my team plays on holidays. So yeah, that's tough. Did it ruin the rest of your day, or were you able to like turn it around?
I mean, yeah, we did. We had neighbor Thanksgiving, and we went next door and we hung out, and it was fine. So yeah, I tried not to let it totally get to me. It's hard not to, though.
Yeah.
Especially since last year we won and we had such a great victory, and we were like, yeah, we can do it again. And this year we cannot. But I mean, frankly, the Lions literally since 1934, they've been playing the Thanksgiving game, and historically we have not always won. So I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Desi, you're not used to the losing streaks that Buffalo and the Lions have. So like we are used to almost dying during a game and then turning around and being like, all right, what's for dinner?
Exactly. Exactly.
There's always next week.
Oh goodness. All right. So what about the Bills? Talk to me about the Bills.
Oh, that was a cruddy win, guys. Like, I am tired of, and I say this, and Josh Allen like broke records, and we beat the rushing yard record ever at the Steelers Stadium. I mean, we all things said, like we killed them, right? We still just look ugly. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like we just don't have it still.
And speaking of killing, I thought Joey Bosa killed Aaron Rodgers. Like when I saw that hit coming from behind, I'm like, oh, he's gonna not get back up. Like that was so. And then when his face came down, I was like, oh, I'm sure he hit it. Well, yeah, I figured he hit it. Yeah, I mean, it looked like as soon as he came up, I was like, he hit his cast. Like that is a fractured nose, probably needs to be stitched. It looked horrendous. Credit to Aaron Rodgers. He got back up.
Of course he did. Was there any doubt that he would get back up? Listen, if you are credit to Aaron Rodgers, you cannot be 42 years old in the NFL and not be able to take a hit and get back up, right? Like, so I would have expected nothing less from him. If he did walk off and be like, I'm not playing again, like that's retirement at that moment for him.
Right.
But man, I'm glad we won. It looked like a very solid win. The second half we played football. The first half we showed up, but we did not play. So I'm glad that it ended the way it did. But if you had asked me at the end of the first quarter if that would have been the outcome of the game, I would have said absolutely not. There are a lot of things that need to be fixed in order to make the Bills a playoff contender this season.
Well, we're going to get into that in just a minute. I'm going to briefly recap my game. I have to tell you, I did something I've never done before, and that is I listened to the game okay, it's a busy week. It was a holiday week, Thanksgiving. My husband's about to have surgery. Like kids are homesick. Like it's been a whole thing. So I'm like, you know what? Stuff's got to get done. I can't watch my game, but I will listen to it while I'm on the roof of my house putting on Christmas lights.
My gosh.
It's peaceful up there. It's not cold in Florida. You can totally do it. And I'm sitting here feverishly trying to like find like KBNR, I think is the radio station that's out there, trying to find like, how do I listen to the game? Well, I went onto YouTube and I listened to this guy, and I totally have to give him credit. We played the Browns this week, and I listened to a guy called the Dog Check Channel, and he's on YouTube, and he streams it and watches the game and kind of gives you the commentary, like a little bit of like, here's where they're at, and this is the ball, and this is the play, and they got this many yards and scored a touchdown or whatever. Listening to a Browns streamer, watching the 49ers game is the only way I ever want to listen to the game, watch the game, anything ever again. His commentary was hysterical. It was like, yep, we're being the Browns again. And it was like, come on, why can't we get the sack on Brock Purdy? He's like a little Houdini running around there. And I'm like literally on the roof laughing out loud. My neighbors must have been like, okay, she has literally lost her mind now. She's like on the roof laughing by herself. I've got long hair. You can't see that my earpods are in or whatever. And it was just hysterical. He was fantastic. I think he was absolutely appropriate. The things that he said, it was just a fun listen. Like he's not an angry streamer, like cursing all the things, and he was appropriate. And I just thought he was fantastic. So if you're out there, you happen to come across this little podcast, I really appreciated your commentary. It was great. He actually was like, Brock Purdy just did the Dougie and the end zone, and I was like, no, I was like, I missed that. So literally the next day,
do this on the roof and like fall off the roof. Listen,
that part I was like, I can see where this might be dangerous. So next time maybe I'm not on the roof. But the whole next day, my feed was just filled with Brock Purdy, like, teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to. And I was like, I am in heaven right now. This is the best feed of my life. So we took the W against the Browns in harsh conditions. It was super cold. You know, you've got Myles Garrett, who's trying to break a record. He's got sack 19, so he did get one sack in the game. Credit to our defense, credit to our special teams. I mean, we did it in all three phases of the game. I was really proud of them. And so now we finally, ladies, we are on a bye.
Yes.
You need it. You guys need it.
13 weeks to get to the bye, but we are here. So I'm going to have the most awesome weekend ever. And as you guys had noticed earlier, I got my brand new 49ers jacket. Thank you, Stacy. You're the best. My client got me this beautiful varsity 49ers jacket, and I've pretty much been living in it since I got it last week. So
it is awesome.
That is the update. Well, speaking of updates, I want to scooch on over real quick to some news that you guys, I don't even know if you know yet. So let's see who's in the news. So let's start with the Ravens. And tight end Mark Andrews has agreed to a 3-year, $39.3 million extension with $26 million in guaranteed money. My husband's a Ravens fan. That one's for you, babe. So Mark Andrews will continue to be a Baltimore Raven, and good for him. I don't know. I feel like his production's been down, and I only say that because I usually have him on my fantasy team, and could be a little higher. Thoughts and feelings.
I mean, they've had a season, so I don't know if you can attribute his production based off of this season, because it's been
a weird season, and I think that's what we're going to get into. It's
been a hard season across the board.
100%.
So who's able to do what this year?
Yeah, there's no juggernaut, which is a blessing, and it's been interesting. Like I don't bet, and I'm glad I don't, because a year like this, I can see where people are probably losing lots of money because there's not any like strong bet that you can be like, just bet on this team. And so we'll get into that a little bit more. But here's some additional news that I think this is the one thing I wanted to get to. Guys, the Bucs are going to level up. Mike Evans' practice window has opened. He's off IR, and he's returned to practice today. So not only him, he's just coming back from a fractured clavicle and concussion from a couple weeks ago. And you've also, so that's one wide receiver back, but Baker will get another one. Jalen McMillan, who he fractured 3 vertebrae in his neck at the second preseason game and has been out all this time. He is now returning, and he returned to the practice field today as well. And so that'll be interesting that the Bucs are finally getting some wide receivers back. This is huge for them. I mean, this is huge for them. So
absolutely.
The same breath where I'm talking about no big juggernauts, this does a lot for Tampa Bay as they head into the end of the season.
Yeah, I think that actually makes a big difference in the NFC South picture because it's been such a weird division. I mean, Charlotte, like Carolina Panthers, like what? And yeah, but Tampa being healthy and really back up to, fighting trim are they could turn it around for that division.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think from an injury standpoint, they've had as severe injuries as a lot of other teams in the league this season. But to get those big players back, I think is going to really make a big impact. I can't fathom that Carolina is going to put up a true fight down into playoff picture. So, I mean, this is the Bucks to lose at this point.
Right.
And finally, quarterback Deshaun Watson practice window has been opened by the Browns. He has 21 days to be activated following his rehab from his Achilles tendon tear. That's the craziest.
Where's that quarterback? So do we go back to quarterback 38 or does he get a new number?
That is the question.
Is he quarterback 43 or does he go back to his original number?
Fair question. I don't think anybody wants to see Deshaun Watson back. I don't even think Deshaun Watson
today, and they were talking about how with him back, like because he's the veteran and the mature one there to help with all the new fighting, all the freshmen fighting for their plays and their positions, that it's great that he's there to be the mature voice in the room. And I think that just shows volumes for the Cleveland locker room.
Right, exactly.
But Deshaun Watson is the veteran, mature voice in the room.
Yeah. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave all of that right there. Speaking of playoffs, speaking about this year, let's take a peek at what this looks like. So let me share my screen. Stand by. Because this gets really interesting. All right, here we go. Do you guys see the screen?
Yep, sure do.
All right, so this is where we're at, folks. The Patriots are number one right now in the AFC, and you got the Bears number one in the NFC. What kind of upside down world is this? Did any of us have this on our bingo cards at the start of the season?
So what's funny is I saw a meme earlier that was talking about he wanted the Chiefs to lose or to fall from grace. Is this what you really wanted? And it was the Patriots logo underneath his like, are you willing to give up? What are you willing to give up to have the others fall? And it was like, oh, that's really painful to watch, especially as a Bill fan. It's really painful.
Right. Right. But even though they're number one, I mean, they've been playing really well. Drake May's been playing really well. Sure, I'll give them that. But again, like you said, Desi, there's no juggernaut, and they haven't played perfectly. They're not the Patriots of old. They just happen to be the winningest team right now.
And you think it was the same thing with Denver last year, right? Like they were the golden child. You had all these great wins, all these great positions, and then you hit playoffs, and it's like you hit that wall. So, I mean, we'll see, but
right.
That's not what I wanted to see in the playoff picture.
Well, and I have I mentioned a theory earlier when we were all chatting on social media about the Bears, that I'm not entirely sure that this is all the Bears. I mean, I wish them the best of luck, but doesn't it seem strange to you that the, happens to be the Pope's favorite team and suddenly they're number one?
I mean, don't mess with God. Coming from a Catholic.
Maybe the Bills need to be seen at church more often. Maybe that's what we're looking at.
Maybe the next Pope needs to be from Buffalo.
Well,
there we go.
There you go. But to be fair, the Patriots schedule, this is their schedule. The Raiders, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Panthers, the Saints, the Titans, the Browns. I mean, they're 11-2, but like, okay, they did beat the Bucks, they did beat the Bills, tight margins in both games. But I mean, there's not really anything scary on here that I think really proves that they're unbeatable. Like, that's the thing. Like, who is an unbeatable team here? So you've got in the top, if the playoffs were to start right now in the AFC, you would have the Patriots, the Broncos, the Jags, the Ravens, Chargers, Colts, and Bills. And on the NFC side, you would have the Bears, the Rams, the Eagles, the Bucks, the Seahawks, the Packers, and the Niners. On the bubble for the AFC is the Texans, Steelers. I hate that the Chiefs are still right there because you can never count them out. Dolphins, Bengals, Jets, Browns.
Browns.
Right? They're still hanging in there.
Let's just put that, just say that out loud.
And Browns, Jets
The
and
Jets,
Browns.
even the Jets, right? I mean, the probability is less than 1% probability. So we really don't even need to go down that far of the list. On the NFC side, bubble, you got Lions, Cowboys. It pains me to say that. Panthers, Falcons, Vikings, Commanders. And again, less than 1% for the Vikings and Commanders and the Falcons. So, you know, it's still anyone's game. I mean, you've got the Patriots at 99% probability for playoffs, the Broncos 96%. And then after that, the Niners have a 92% chance. That's it. That's the 90-some% chancers. But even with the Niners being at the 92%, we're the 7th seed in the playoffs. So it's just wild. So it'll be an interesting next 4 weeks because there's a lot of movement that's going to happen in this playoff picture. Who do you guys are favored? Who do you think you have favored to win or even be number one in the AFC and NFC?
I mean, I hate to say it out loud, but I don't see the Patriots losing anytime soon. Unfortunately, they will most likely take the AFC. I do not see them going further than that. I don't. I think playoffs are going to show who they truly are, right? It's a young team. It's a new team. Yes, they had a great season. I do not believe we're going to see them go past first round.
Patriots play the Bills this week. They play the Ravens next week, and then it's Jets, Dolphins. So I think there's a potential they could lose two games out of the 4 that's left.
Yeah, they play the Bills in 2 weeks. We play Cincinnati this week, but
they have a bye this week. I believe the Patriots are also.
They might have a bye this week.
That's okay. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Yeah, because we play Cincinnati this week, but if we lose to the Patriots a second time, their heads are going to roll on Bill's coaching staff, as it should. There's no reason for that. So I'm going to say that we'll beat them that week. And then they've got, a couple games in there. I think they're still going to take the division again because they beat us the first time and they've beat everybody else in our division. So it's going to be, they'll take it from that standpoint, but I don't see them going any further.
Okay.
Right.
I concur. The Bears this is who they have left. They got to play the Packers, the Browns. Wait a minute. Sorry. They play the this week they play the Packers, then they play the Browns, then the Packers again, then the Niners to end out their.
They play us the last game of the season, the Lions.
The Lions, sorry, to be determined January 4th.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
that's a hard schedule.
That's a hard last bit of the schedule here.
It is. But I actually really think in this picture, well, number one, I mean, I know the Lions are on the bubble and we really have to beat, it's imperative that we have to beat Dallas this weekend to remotely be in contention. So that's just all there is to it. But honestly, in this NFC playoff ranking right now, I've got to go with the Rams over the Eagles, but I think I would go with the Rams right now as taking it all the way.
I would agree. I'm actually, I know the Bears are winning, but I have a hard time believing that they're the team that they say they are, or that their record shows them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. I think the Rams have definitely shown a better quality football than the Bears have overall.
That's fair. I think the Rams have been everything we think they are. I think they're probably one of the ones that you can say. But I think they can also be knocked off. I mean, remember, we beat them all jacked up. Short week for us. It was a Thursday night game. Our injuries were off the chart, and we were not expected to win that game. We did beat them. And then
You're also the Niners, and you figured out how to win a bunch of ridiculous games that you
right.
Shout out to Shanahan. Shout out to Shanahan.
Take full advantage, love it, but acknowledge the fact that
That's facts. That's facts.
Well, and Carolina beat the Rams this past weekend, so
I love them for it. God, I love them for it. I was and also the guy streaming from the Browns was like, "Oh my gosh, Carolina's beating the Rams," and I was like, "What?" I almost fell off the roof on that one too. Just kidding, honey. Just kidding, honey. In case you're listening, I really didn't almost fall through. Okay. So let's play a quick game as we finish up this talk about the playoffs. Contender or pretender? Okay, so I'm going to say a name of a team. You're going to say they're a contender or they're a pretender. Ready? Patriots, contender or pretender?
Pretender.
I have to say contender. I don't want to, but I have to say it this year.
All right, Broncos?
Contender.
I would also go.
I don't want to say it.
Laura, I didn't hear yours.
I would also go contender for the Broncos.
Yeah. Jaguars, like what? They're
pretender. They're not there yet.
Yeah, I'd say pretender for them too.
Ravens?
Well, this year they're kind of pretending. I mean, they are making up
your
football.
husband, but I feel like they might be a pretender this year as well.
Oh, sorry, babe. Chargers.
Contender.
You think so?
Yeah, I like that we both. Yes, I think the Chargers are not half bad.
The problem is their quarterback's got a fractured hand, just had surgery. So it is the non-throwing hand.
You didn't ask about injuries. You asked if we thought the team.
I'm just throwing things out there. Yes. I think they're pretenders. I'll say that too. Colts?
Contender
For sure.
Super impressed with their season.
Do we have to say Bills? Because I feel like.
I mean, I'm going to say contender, even though part of me feels like we're pretending this season.
I think the Bills are kind of a perennial contender right now. I mean, it might not be as great. I mean, I would say the same about the Lions this year.
I appreciate that, Laura. Thank you. That's why we're friends.
I was tiptoeing very carefully. All right, let's switch over to the NFC. The Bears?
Pretender.
I would agree with that.
We already said Rams are contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles?
Still a contender.
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but they are.
Bucks?
Absolutely still a contender.
Yeah,
even
for sure.
I feel like every year they're a pretender, but they're really not. They're a contender.
Seahawks?
Pretend.
You think? I don't know. I don't know which one I would say for the Seahawks. Let's just agree.
Packers?
Skip.
I knew Laura was going to say either contender or skip.
I mean, they're playing well.
They're playing well, and I feel like you have to say contender because historically speaking, they should be a contender, but I don't know if we're there right now.
And Niners?
Oh, contender. I mean, you've been winning in spite of it all. Like
no one. Yes. You're a contender because you can roll through it with nothing. So yes, you're still a contender.
All right. Well, that wraps up our chat about the playoff pictures. for the Niners, interestingly, we will already move up to the 6th spot at minimum, no matter what happens, because we're sitting on the couch this weekend. But we will already move up to the 6th seed, because if Chicago beats Green Bay or Green Bay beats Chicago or they both tie, guess what? We still become the 6th seed. So rock on.
No matter what happens.
Right.
Here's what I'm hoping for. Get this. If Seattle loses to Atlanta, we will move up to the 5th seed.
That's
Also,
not going to happen. Why?
Or if the Rams lose to Arizona, we'll move up to the 5th seed. If the universe really loves us and both Seattle and the Rams lose, we move up to the 2 seed.
Wow.
That's actually pretty impressive.
It's sexy. All that from sitting on the couch. So I will be booing and cheering for certain teams this weekend, just so that you know.
For sure.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move right on along. How about our favorite, Rate the Fit? I am shocked. Ladies, I am thoroughly shocked at who won this week. First of all, I'm shocked that so many people had votes all over the board. This was not a runaway winner. This one only won by like 1 vote, and the next one only won by, well, the second place was only there from 1 vote. Like, it was a tight race. But here's our winner for this week. Boom, AJ Barner, tight end for the Seahawks.
All right.
Not the fit that I would have picked, not the fit that I thought would be a winner, but I guess it's a black leather jacket. Like, is that a white turtleneck? He's got like what is that? A black, Laura, you're good with this. What kind of pants are those?
Like a window pane plaid, gray, black pants type thing.
And then
they're sharp
White
pants.
socks and Michael Jackson white socks. What are we doing here?
Yeah, that's the question.
That's what I was
You know how
going
much I yell at my son when he like tries to do something for school and he has to wear black pants and black shoes, and then he pulls out white tube socks or something. Like, I'm not okay with this as being our winner.
I wasn't either. And he's not even shaved. He's got this like 5 o'clock shadow thing, sunglasses on, got this like red bag, this red fashion bag with all these like, looks like bumper stickers on it or something. I don't know. I'm clearly
Dude from that 70s show. That's what he looks like.
the what?
The guy from that 70s show who
Yeah, the guy who's in jail right now.
The guys who's in jail, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Sorry, AJ. I guess everybody did like you, but the girlfriends just maybe were old. That's our winner, guys. AJ Barner, tight end for the Seattle Seahawks.
It's interesting because there were a number of suits this week, and I love a suit, right? I mean, there were like 4 different like really sharp suits, and I'm surprised that that's the winner compared to several very sharp suits.
Oh,
And I mean, I feel like this week we had a big variety of outfits. Like, there were several suits, there was a couple casual, but that was not the one that I thought that would.
no.
Well, good for him.
Shout out to Brian Robinson. I mean, you were my pick, but all right, carrying it right. So we kind of already chatted about the one, but let's just break that one out first because we always love to talk Aaron Rodgers. So this is what this poor guy looked like after Joey Bosa about broke his entire body from behind, and he fell forward, hitting his face on his cast, and he broke his nose. And the meme says Aaron Rodgers looks like he tried to rob Kevin McAllister's house. I figured this was appropriate for this time of year. So thank you, Aaron Rodgers, for being part of a meme.
That one cracked me up a lot when I saw it.
And all I could think of is in the blue tent when they were working on him is somebody like squeezed open a tube of super glue because they didn't want to do stitches on the field. So they just like super glued it and threw a butterfly strap over the top and called it a day.
Right.
Oh, And then there's this one. This was very, very cute. The Buccaneers posted it. And it says, not sure what's more impressive, Tristan's touchdown catch or Graham Barton picking up his 320-pound best friend. And it's like, it's so cute. That was cute. And then this one is for all my Ravens fan out there. This is a picture of the most basic Thanksgiving plate. And it says the Ravens if they were a Thanksgiving plate. And it literally looks like everything came out of a can.
Yeah, I would like to say it's not even the most basic. It is literally everything directly out of a can, including like the mashed potatoes and the turkey. And yeah, this is, and what are those lentils? Like, I'm not even sure what the one glob is. Like, yeah, this isn't even basic.
Brown, like baked beans, but whatever's in the front that looks like it was cut out of a pan is what I'm curious about.
Yes.
Honestly, I can't digest it, just like I can't digest whatever the hell the Ravens did.
Exactly.
You need to digest because it's just going to slide right through. You don't need to chew.
But don't worry, Ravens. We've got a cocktail for you that'll help you forget all about that. So here's what we have on Cocktail and Mocktail.
Yes!
So the only cocktail that I had left, no, this is not the cocktail we picked.
Oops.
Oh, you're right. It is not. That was my fault. Here, let me fix that.
Hold on, let's go back. I was like, that's not what we're drinking.
Quick, have another meme or something.
I do have one more thing here, but you kind of already said it. I was like, you expect me to believe it's a coincidence that the perennial chokers that are the Chicago Bears become the favorite football team of the Pope, and they start winning like this. So I had that there.
It was good. Yeah. I mean, I think, and I can't get over their quarterback. Like, Caleb Williams is just a unique fella.
Yeah. Yeah.
He genuinely is.
The nails, the bags, all of it. He falls in the same realm as Joe Burrow. Maybe not quite.
Can we talk about Joe Burrow real quick? Homeboy came back from turf toe surgery.
I told you he would. Y'all laughed at me, and I said, no, he's back. And listen, every Cincinnati fan is now thinking they're going to the Super Bowl.
They sure are.
But they took care of business, though.
They sure did.
They did. You know, in all seriousness, hold on, I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. In all seriousness, though, Burrow reminds me of Stafford on the Lions, right? Like he's a really good player. And at some point, someone else is going to pick him up and they're going to take it all the way. Like, because he's not going to have a Super Bowl career in Cincinnati. It's just not going to happen. But I think he could if he moves to someone else. So if another drunk coach calls a team and says, I want your quarterback, we'll trade you for whoever we've got, and I'll win the Super Bowl, I think it could happen.
Cincinnati's not going to give him up.
That's a hot take. They wouldn't even let up, what is it, Hendrickson. They wouldn't even give him up. They were like, no, Joe Burrow's coming back. So
we're not paying anybody any money, but we're not giving anyone up.
Oh, and I don't think it's going to be next year or the year after. Like it could be many years from now. He's still pretty young. So, but I don't think he's got a long-term shot at in Cincinnati. I just don't think the rest of everything, the rest of the office, the rest of the coaching, the rest of anything is in place for it to happen. He would need to go to somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't see him going. I feel like he's in the same boat as Josh Allen. He's in the, we're sitting there, Lamar Jackson. We've got the pieces-ish. Are they willing to put in the money? And are they capable of putting in the money to like lock it in like some other cities will do? And I don't know. It hurts my heart because I feel that same way about Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's the tough thing. But let's try this again. We're going to go into cocktail and mocktail.
Yes!
They're correct this time.
Let's see. I'm waiting on it. Look, the only team that I had on my list that was left of a cocktail who won this week was Tampa Bay. And I'm feeling a little summery. We just got off of Thanksgiving. Things are starting to get cold. We're starting to get ready for like the winter cold cocktails. But you know what? Let's do a little summery breeze here. Jamaican rum, black seal rum, guava coconut cream, pineapple juice, lemon juice, and orgeat.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's
Orgeat.
an almond syrup.
It's what?
It's an almond syrup.
Yes, it's actually very good. I used it last season in a couple cocktails. So I had some in the fridge. I don't know if it's any good anymore, but I'm sure it's fine. I'll let you know tomorrow if I'm still alive. So it's actually I did not have guava coconut cream, but instead I had the coconut cream and I got a pineapple mango juice, which has turned out very, very good. So you mix everything together minus the black seal rum and you top it with the black seal rum as kind of a floater. It's very good. It's not terribly strong because there's enough fruit juice and things like that to kind of dull the sharpness of it. But it's a really good, I could see myself bringing this back in the summer. Maybe Desi, when I come visit you sometime this summer, we'll bring this back. Easter. I think there's another rugby tournament in Easter, so we can make it happen then.
Down for it. And the mocktail.
And the mocktail is, again, this one was really good as well. What I really liked about it that might turn some people off is that there's beet juice in it. The nice thing about that is it cuts some of the sweetness of it because it does have raspberry preserves and the grapefruit juice is a little tart, but the vanilla simple syrup makes it kind of sweet as well. But the beet juice does a really nice cut to it. So it's grapefruit, lemon, beet juice, simple syrup, and raspberry preserves. So beets are great for you for many different health reasons. So consider this a healthy mocktail that will make your life a better place.
Perfect.
Marvelous.
All right. One more thing I want to share. So stand by. Share screen. I got to show you guys this. This is like the craziest thing ever. If you watch the New York Giants and the Patriots game, Young Ho Koo completely misses the ball and kicked the turf.
47-yard try now by Young Ho Koo, and he stumbled. Gillen gets swallowed up. Patriots ball. I don't think I've ever seen that. Looked like he just stubbed his foot right into the turf. Oh, it's been that kind of year. It is. Whoops. I guess that goes down as a miss. I don't know. Touched the ball. Gillen then got pounded. Patriots ball upset.
So I've got a couple things to say. First of all, Falcons released Young Ho Koo earlier this season. And as many bad decisions as the Falcons have made, that might have been a good one, given.
It was Jackson Dart saying, "Oh my God," that
Yeah.
did it for me. And it was like, when I first saw it, I was like, is that a trick play? Because
I thought it was a trick play.
I thought it was too, but I was like, what took the placeholder so long to pick up and run with it? I was perplexed. But then I saw the replay. I was like, what? That is crazy.
Yeah, that was extreme. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like that. Like, so
I don't think it's ever happened before.
To miss it so completely, like it wasn't even like whiffed the ball, wasn't even like just a bad kick. It was just, I mean, he was still a foot from the ball when he ran his foot into the turf.
He just stubbed his toe. Is
Yeah.
what he stubbed his toe.
Listen, if that didn't cause turf toe, I'll be super
Oh,
surprised.
God bless young Wei-Koo. Like I was actually, there was part of me that was sad when the Falcons let him go, and then that happened, and I was like, I mean, maybe it
Good
was
call.
right.
All right, Laura, I just saw this little infograph here and didn't know it was here.
Oh,
Talk to
yes.
news.
That's our current standings.
I like that he's like, I didn't know this was here, but look at that. Look at me being in the lead or tied for the lead.
Listen, this all comes from that 1 week when okay, for those of you who can't see it who are listening, I am now tied with Beth at 95. This is our picks. So every week we do our picks. That's our last segment of the podcast. We're going to go over that here in a second, but we always keep track of who wins, who gets the most right. And so Beth and I are tied at 95, and Laura's shortly behind us at 90. But Beth, this was that like 2 weeks ago when I just kind of went off the rails and was like, I'm going to pick all these random teams. And I just happened to hit, and I tried to do that this past week, and I epically failed. And so I'm surprised. I thought that I was going to trail right on back down because I thought you may have superseded.
I think you probably passed me last week because of that. And then this week I crawled my way back
Right.
of random games, because I did pick all the games you guys didn't pick and was like, no, this is what's going to happen. And it worked out. So I think your chaotic week balanced out my chaotic week. And Laura's going to come back and probably beat us at the end of the season.
She probably would, 100%.
Well, we'll see.
All right.
I do tend to pick on vibes, so that doesn't always win the standings.
This is true. All right. Well, let's move it right on along to our picks for week 14. Ladies, that means that we only got 4 weeks of the season left. So, Laura, take us through our picks for week 14.
All right. Well, tomorrow we start off strong with Lions Cowboys. As I said before, this is a must-win game for the Lions, but I'm sure the Cowboys are thinking the same thing. But they're at Ford Field, so we'll see what happens. And all three of us picked the Lions.
Laura, you must know how much I love you, because it is in my best interest to pick the Cowboys for this game.
Right.
Just wanted the whole world to know that I chose our friendship.
I appreciate that.
Over a week 14 game.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yay. And as you can see when you're looking at this, I mean, we picked a lot of the same games. There's not a lot of division this week. Starting Sunday, we've got Seahawks Falcons. We all picked the Seahawks.
But not really. In my heart, the Falcons must win this game.
But they're not going to.
Right.
Have you seen the Falcons the last couple weeks?
Yeah. What did you text us, Beth? You're like, the Falcons have given up on football.
So there was a meme that came out earlier this season, a couple weeks ago, that was like, the Falcons didn't just give up on the season, they gave up on football altogether. And I feel like it's very appropriate given where we're standing right now.
Yes. Yes. And then we've got Titans versus Browns, or Titans at Browns. All of us picked the Browns on this one.
Which is bizarre that we all chose the Browns. The Browns for anything.
Sure, but the Titans, like,
still,
the
Browns.
It was the best of the worst options.
I went back and forth. I'm not going to lie. I went back and forth. But I was like, you know what? If anything, Myles Garrett is super hungry on these
Maybe
sacks.
Deshaun Watson will play hungry. Maybe he'll be able to play, and it'll be the first game that he plays in 4 years. I don't know how long has he been.
Well, the Titans have a rookie quarterback too that's going to be running away from that, giant man.
Right.
And
he's amazing. Go
he
ahead.
is amazing.
Continue. On to the next game.
All right. Well, then, yeah, we've got Bears at Packers. I know what you all did here. Obviously, I'm in a position where I want both teams to lose. That can't happen. So I picked the Bears, even though that is not in my best interest, but neither are the Packers. So you all pick the Packers.
It's in Lambeau.
Right.
That was the only reason why I picked it.
I figured that's why. I just think the Bears have the Pope on their side. I'm just gonna go with that.
I swear to God, if the Bears win the Super Bowl,
Then we know that the literal fix is in.
Are we all converting to Catholicism at that point?
I don't have to convert. I'm already one of the saved.
I just have to go back. It's been a long time, man, but all right.
Once you're baptized, you're always Catholic. As
I know. I'm even confirmed, but I still haven't. Yeah.
You're in.
I'm
Listen.
card carrying, but I don't practice. Anyway, we're not a recovering Catholics podcast, are we? All right, Commanders, Vikings. Beth, you picked the Vikings, and Desi and I picked the Commanders.
At home.
I went back and forth.
And I got to earn points against you guys, so.
Fair. But
I went back and forth.
The Vikings have been imploding all season, so I don't know.
Commanders been banged up.
True. All right, Dolphins at Jets. Beth, you were the detractor here. You picked Jets over Dolphins.
I cannot go for the Dolphins for anything. Like it's like them. Like no. Yes, I picked the Jets over Dolphins, and I'm not ashamed.
That's fair. All right, Saints, Buccaneers. We all picked the Buccaneers. I do not think that's a surprise.
Also, hold on. Dolphins are going to be at the Jets. You know those little fish can't handle the cold.
That's true. The little fish. All right. And I don't think we have many comments on Saints Buccaneers. I mean, the Buccaneers are pretty clearly going to win that, especially in Tampa. All right. Colts, Jaguars. We all picked the Colts.
Yeah, they need to win this one.
They do need to win it. I did go back and forth, though, because the Jaguars pull off weird wins.
True. And they are at home, but still.
I do think the Colts will win, but I did go back and forth on that one.
All right, Steelers, Ravens. Beth and Desi, you picked the Ravens. I decided to be contrary. I picked the Steelers.
I hope you're hearing this, babe, because you felt bad for Laura on Thanksgiving. So
I don't know. The Ravens have been having a bit of a time. So, and the Steelers don't look terrible. So I don't know.
We'll see Aaron Rodgers' face. Do you think?
Well, all right, they physically look terrible.
He's literally held together with super glue right now.
That's true. That's true. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Sunday, right? Broncos, Raiders. We all picked the Broncos. I don't think that's a big surprise. Bills, Bengals. We all picked the Bills. I don't think that's a big surprise.
It should be, though. I mean, seriously, this is going to be an epic game.
It's going to be a good game. I've got family in Cincinnati, so there's going to be some trash talk back and forth. But it's in Buffalo.
Wait, is this the first time the two teams have played since?
No, they played last season.
Got it.
They played last season in Cincinnati.
Got it.
Well, and I think this is a must-win for the Bills too. Like,
it is.
I really think it is. Rams, Cardinals. We all picked the Rams.
But I'm not really. In my heart, the Cardinals need to win. I just feel like I keep needing to say that to the universe.
That's fair. You would rather take the loss in our girlfriend standings than
100%.
Yeah. That's fair. All right, Texans, Chiefs. Again, none of us really want to put our little bubble on the Chiefs, so we're going Texans.
No, y'all know I love the Texans, man. Their defense is #1 in the NFL.
Their defense is very good, and if anybody's going to shut down Mahomes at this point, the Texans will do it.
Yes, and I hope they do.
Tara Dome's in the house.
Hey, good to see you.
Welcome, sir.
So Texans also must win. They are one of the ones that are right on the bubble, so they got to get the W. And this is another AFC team, so very, very important game for them.
Can I just say, and I'm probably jinxing us now, it's like the idea of the Chiefs.
Nope, do not say it. Do not.
Okay. Moving along.
All right. Then we cap everything off with Monday Night Football. We've got Eagles versus Eagles at Chargers. I keep doing that. Eagles at Chargers. Beth, you're the only one that went for the Chargers.
Again, I got to get my points back.
And I think, yeah, I see where you're like, oh, they're at home. And the Eagles have to travel all the way there.
They're at home. They've got to travel all the way across. I think it'll be a better game than maybe some people think. I think it's anybody's game.
It's a Monday night game, so.
It is. And it's an appropriately scheduled Monday night game.
Yeah, it's going to be one of the more exciting ones this season, I hope. We've had some Monday night stinkers, so just a handful of them.
Perfect. All right. For those of you who don't know, Terra Dome is our Girlfriends of Football DJ. He's the official DJ. And he usually gives us a great song to go with our Rate the Fit winner. So Terra Dome, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but this was our, I really need to see what song you're going to come up with here, because we did not expect this winner. It's AJ Barner, tight end for the Seahawks. So we'll give him a moment before we close up. We'll see what he comes up with. And then also, he's going to be a guest of ours. First week of January, first Wednesday, he's agreed to come on, and it's going to be a special episode where we're going to review all of the Rate the Fit winners along with the songs that he chose for them. It's going to be real fun. And as we head into postseason, that way everybody will open up the polls, and you guys will get to vote on who is going to be the Rate the Fit winner for the entire season. And we'll keep it along. We'll kind of select out as the playoffs go on until we get to the Super Bowl, where we will then be able to announce who the official winner for the Rate the Fit of the 2025-2026 season. So, Terra Dome, you're on the clock, my friend. If you can get to it, great. If not, we will make sure you run to our social media and keep track there, because we always put our Rate the Fit voting options there. We always post our recipes for the cocktail mocktails. We always want to hear from you, so feel free to always hit us up in the DMs if you like. Tell us what you want to hear, what you want to talk about, and then join us again next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we do it all over again. So enjoy the games this weekend. Join us again next Wednesday. And that is it for tonight, guys. Take care and happy football.
Go Bills.